So hello everybody and welcome to another squad build from me, and today I have an awesome squad to show you guys, this time featuring 4 team season players, and it's a general mixed hybrid squad build with some gold and silver players. And today we're working with my favourite formation of a 4-3-2-1 formation, and this squad actually cost me 240k on the Xbox, and you can get it for yourself for around 230k on the PS3 and 500k on the PC. So let's get started. And for our goalkeeper we have Jill Herm, and he's only in here for chemistry reasons, to be honest with you guys, and he actually has some decent stats to be fair, and in game he's actually fantastic, a very solid goalkeeper. But instead I would recommend that you replace him with Victor, as he's actually the best goalkeeper or Brazilian goalkeeper I've used in so far on Ultimate Team. I remember doing reviewing him quite a while back actually. I think it was within the first month when the game came out, so I really enjoyed him, so I remember doing a review on him. So definitely go and replace him for Jill Herm, he's definitely worth it. But I still recommend Jill Herm on the other hand at the same time, and I only paid 1,000 coins to him as well, in my formation as well. So introducing our defence now is Sergey for my first right back, and he's also here for chemistry reasons, and in game he's actually surprisingly decent, because I was expecting him not to be that good because he's a silver, but he has some decent pace and defending as well, and he made some great tackles and interceptions for me, as well as contributing a few assists for me in the team as well, as he was my main corner taker, and he only cost me just under 2,000 coins as well. So on to my first centre back now. We have Team of the Season, Boschetti, and just look at those stats guys, 85 heading and defending, to name a few there, decent pace as well, very good pace actually, and in game he was absolutely incredible for me. He just has everything you want in a defender guys, the pace, the strength, the awareness. I just have no complaints about him at all, I just can't think of anything which is bad about him. And I only just paid under 80,000 coins for him as well, so really not too bad, and I'll actually definitely recommend him for that price alone. Let me know how he is in game, because just some of the tackles, he made some double tackles at times, just so solid. His strength is just a brick wall. I honestly say I actually compare him to David Luiz. He's that good, but obviously a more expensive version, and obviously you could say an Italian version of him, because, or even Ogbono really, he's very similar if you want to compare it like that. But just a really fantastic defender, I can't stress how good he is. But anyway, moving on to my next centre back now, we have Team of the Season Rever, and stats wise it doesn't look that great actually, because you know he's got poor pace, that's probably one of the worst stats he has, but you know I think that's why he's so cheap, because he is so cheap for me. But I did try his non-uniform as well, so that's why I really wanted to try his Team of the Season, because I loved his non-uniform so much. So I thought, oh, as soon as I saw that Team of the Season I said I must build a hybrid squad builder around him. And I'm so glad that I tried him out, because he's so good. There's definitely improvement in my opinion. I definitely noticed a big improvement in Rever, not in terms of pace though, but just in terms of how solid he is and the tackles he made, etc. I've just lost count of how many tackles he's made and blocks he's made alone, learn interceptions. I've just lost how many times he's saved me from conceding as well. He's just been so good. And he also scored 2 goals for me in game as well. He just wins headers in the box for me all the time. But he's seriously one of the best centre backs I've used in the game. If you ignore that pace he has, everything else apart from that pace is fantastic. Because I did find him getting that pace, you know, because I came across some really pacey, you know, strikers. So unfortunately he did get outpaced. That's the only bad thing I have about negative opinions I have to say about him. But apart from that pace, just ignore that pace, and he's absolutely fantastic. And he works so well with Boschetti as well in particular. They both work like a pair. Like even I got people, the amount of people I played who said your defence is completely solid, you know, I just lost count of how many people said that at different occasions. It was crazy. I only paid 35k for him as well, I forgot to mention, and that's just so cheap for such a brilliant defender, and I'll definitely recommend him for that price alone. Definitely go and get him, an absolute steal at that price. So on to my left back now, my last defender, we have Adilson dos Santos, and he also gets a Brazilian link with Rever, and also in game he's more of a quiet left back. But he did make some tackles which I did notice of a high standards, which did surprise me. He even managed to hack down Balotelli, sorry. He also managed to hack down Balotelli at one point, because you know how strong he is in this game, so I was quite proud of that actually. And he also cost me just over 1,000 coins as well, which isn't too bad. So moving on to midfield now, we have Gerardo, and he also gets a club link with the right back and Boschetti. And I was actually tempted to include Wellington here, because you know he's a striker and you can play him as a centre mid, because you know how overpowered, we all know how overpowered he is, but I managed to hold back from doing so, and I'm glad I did really, because I get to try out different players. And Gerardo has 4-star skills and weak foot ability, and he scored 2 goals for me and contributed 6 assists, and in game he was fantastic. He was a playmaker in his team in particular, those 6 assists being the key standout stat there, or figure, yeah, fact or sticker, what's the word for really? Fact, whatever, stat I'm gonna say. Yeah, because I was just got me in the puzzle there, sorry about that. And I'm very pleased about that. So yeah, he's a bit like the Juan Mata, you could say, or the Santi Cazorla of your team. And I picked mine up for just over 4,000 coins as well in the centre position, but you can get him for about 100,000, or yeah, under 1,000 coins in a cam position, for example. But you know, to fit the formation, I had to get him in the centre mid. So yeah, I definitely recommend it for your squad, guys. So moving on to my next midfielder now, we have Leonardo, and he gets a Brazilian link with Rever as well. And he has 4-star skills and weak foot ability, and he contributed just the 1 assist, unfortunately. And in game it was actually really disappointing. He just didn't do much at all. He rarely got the ball even. I don't even remember him getting the ball that much at all. Even my next centre back was very similar as well. And he's just an overall disappointment really, so I wouldn't really recommend him, guys. And I only picked him up for 700 coins as well. So on to my last midfielder now with Leandrinho. And he has 4-star skills and 3-star weak foot ability. And just like Leonardo, he was the same. He just didn't score any goals, but he did contribute the 1 assist for me. And just like Leonardo, I hardly noticed him get the ball. I noticed him make a few tackles, but it was really annoying because whenever he made an interception, he used to take such a big touch, but he used to give it to the opponent, which was really annoying. So that didn't help. That's the only time I noticed him do something, because I was really annoyed at that. But I don't even remember him getting an assist. That's how bad he was. So definitely don't get him, I won't recommend him, and he cost me 400 coins. And lastly, let's move on to our forwards now. And for my right forward, we have TOTS. Oh yeah, I don't know if you pronounce it, I think I pronounced that right. I don't think I have actually, I don't know why I said that. So anyway, he has 3-star skills and 4-star weak foot ability, and he scored 6 goals and contributed 2 assists for me in the squad. And in game, he's actually one of the best players I've used, surprisingly. He is fantastic, guys. He's got the pace, amazing finishing as well for winger. His 59 shooting, that is a lie. That is honestly a lie. If you see some of the goals I've scored of him in the background, you'll think, how has he got such a low shooting rate? Because honestly, the goals he scored for me is at least the quality of an 85 plus shooting player. That is just honestly a lie, that 59 shooting. It kind of reminded me of a bit like Kelvin, because he has a really low shooting stat, yet his shooting is phenomenal in game as well. But obviously not the 5-star skills and stuff like that. So, and he was only 350 coins as well, and Kelvin's, you know, plus 30k plus. So yeah, they're very similar, but he's like the Korean Kelvin, you could say. But honestly, I was so surprised as to how good this guy is. I was so glad I managed to pick him. I only picked him because he had the most pace, so I'm glad that I chose that option, because he was really good. And that's absolutely a bargain. Go and check this guy out. I actually asked you to go and check this guy out, because you will not regret it, guys. So on to my striker now. We have TOTS Damjanovic, and he has 3-star skills and 4-star weak foot ability, and he scored 7 goals and contributed 5 assists for me in this team. And what a fantastic player this guy is. He has amazing passing ability in particular, and finishing as well. And he also has some decent long shots. I scored a beauty with him from about quite far out, which was quite decent. But the goalkeeper was out of his goal, I suppose. So, but it was a fantastic finish. I really like that goal in particular. You'll probably see it in a minute now. And I really enjoyed that so alone. And also the other goals he scored for me, he scored some pretty nice goals. So I'm very happy about that. And he just has everything you want in the striker, guys, really. I picked mine up for just under 25,000 coins. You can probably pick him up for about 33k, 30k now on the Xbox. His price has risen since since I bought him. So it's still a bargain price really for such a good player, you know, especially for a season player as well. And I definitely do recommend you go and try this guy out. You know, he's actually really good. So lastly, on to our left forward now with Lee Kun-ho, the team this season. And he has 3-star skills and 4-star weak foot ability, and he scored 7 goals as well, but he didn't contribute any assists for me surprisingly in 10 games, but I'm happy with that 7 goals alone. So that pace is a huge standout as well, guys. The amount of goals I've scored by just outpacing the defenders is mental, so you know, I recommend him for that pace alone. And I bought him for just under 90,000 coins, which is a bit hefty, I know, but I personally don't believe he's worth that amount of coins, you know, for his quality in game. Maybe if it's 30k or maybe 40k max, I'll say yeah, he's worth it. But really, he's just like any other pacey left winger, really. Well, yeah, I think it's because he's a silver, that's how come he's so much, and that pace helps for his price as well. So now overall, the squad is actually the best squad I've actually used in Ultimate Team, guys. The defence alone is solid, with just Brachetti and Rever alone, let alone the right back and left back contributing to that. And also my attack force with Damjanovic and TOTS, which is just phenomenal. and I even found myself winning against those which I usually lose against, because I usually play the same people. Like for example, my friends, I've played against one, I've never won against him on FIFA, and I won against him for the first time using this team. I really enjoyed this team, and bear in mind, it's only 3.5 stars this team. So for how good a team is, for only 3.5 star quality, it is really over the top. I'll rate this team 5 stars really, that's how good it is. Therefore, I'm going to give this squad a rating out of 10 out of 10. I've never usually given it 10 out of 10, usually 9 out of 10 max, but I'm definitely going to give it a 10 out of 10, guys. It's the best squad I've used so far on Ultimate Team. And that's actually the end of this squad builder, guys, so I really do hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, then please do leave a like rating, I really appreciate that, as always. And please subscribe if you're new around here, guys. It'd be fantastic if you can hit 8,000 subscribers today. It'd be awesome, guys, really, I'll be really appreciated if you do that. And make sure you follow me on Twitter as well, at InsaneGamer94. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. In 2003, and he mainly played for the B team, unfortunately, so he only made 2 appearances for Valencia, 1 full match appearances and 1 substitute appearances. So unfortunately he left the club 4 years later to join Barcelona's B team, and he never got the first team opportunity.